this service bring you the programs you count on. Learn more at kawc.org/cars.
What's up, Yuma? I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ronnie.
And on today's program, we are going to be joined first by Raul Pereda. Did I say that right, Raul?
Pereda. With an A.
Yeah, with an A. As well as Cynthia Bueno. I think I got that one right.
Easy.
There we go. She is going to be talking about her Back to Nature School, and Raul's going to be talking about his boxing school in Somerton. So we're going to have all that for you. So stay with us for What's Up Yuma Radio, beginning right now on KOFA 94.7 FM.
And streaming online at borderradioaz.org and on the KOFA app. And you can stream right now on the Border Radio Facebook page and KAWC YouTube page. And email us at whatsupyumaradio@gmail.com.
What's Up Yuma with Johnny Porter is sponsored by Yuma and Imperial Valley Wealth Management, offering solutions for those who value financial planning. YIVWM.com.
Chili from Philly, unique Papa Giorgio from Yuma.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome to another episode of What's Up Yuma Radio. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ronnie.
And Ronnie's kind of losing her voice a little bit, so
I hope I make it.
Yeah, let's see if she does it. We're rooting for you, Ronnie.
Thank you so much. I need the help.
Yeah, and as promised, we are now joined. Now my voice is going.
No,
what
it's
I
contagious.
do? It's contagious. Ronnie got me sick.
I gotta go, guys.
Get her out of here or get her a mask. No,
a mask.
As promised, we have Raul, and say your last name again. Sorry,
Pereda.
Pereda. That's so easy. That's not hard. That
it's
should be
very easy, actually.
That's very. I should get it. And you are from Somerton Boxing Club, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And I was looking at your bio. Ask every guest to send us a bio. Did you grow up here in Yuma? Were you born and raised in Yuma, Somerton? Where at?
Born here in Yuma and raised in Somerton.
Okay, so born here. Wait, is it because like at the hospital, or did your parents live here?
Well, hospital.
Yeah,
but my entire family's from Somerton.
From Somerton. Okay, so yeah, deep Somerton roots.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm born and raised.
Yeah. So what schools did you go to?
Well, I went to the entire school system in Somerton. So Somerton Elementary School. There was a junior high there called O.L. Carlisle.
Oh, okay.
And that building was there since the 30s. So it had, wooden floors, wooden pillars, old school library. I loved the library there. It was amazing.
Oh,
what's so special about the library that you remember? Just the way it looked, like the architecture.
The way it looked, the architecture, the old school feel. You walk into a room and you just smell the history.
I was going to say that, the smell. Were you a big reader?
At that time, yes.
Awesome.
I loved to read. I loved history and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
Well, right on.
So from there, they actually tore that building down, and then they made the new Somerton Middle School.
Oh, okay.
We were the first class there.
Oh, nice.
And what's that one's name?
Middle school, Somerton.
Just Somerton Middle School. Oh, okay. That's pretty easy. That's simple.
Yeah, there's only one. They only need that name. Yeah.
Right on. So, as a kid, were you always active? Was that something like were you into sports? I know you said you got into Taekwondo later, but the younger years.
So I was never really into. I was absolutely horrible at baseball and basketball and all that stuff. Terrible.
Yo también.
Yeah.
But
I was terrible.
So you just didn't have the coordination skills. You just lacked.
So for some reason, I like getting punched in the face better.
Oh, that was great.
So we've had quite a few guests that like being punched in the face. I'm like, it takes a special kind of person.
It's a rush.
That. Yeah.
So actually, the funny part was that I was coming out of school and riding my bike back home, and I saw these karate guys at the preschool playground. And they were beating each other up. And I said, well, it looks like fun.
Yeah.
So I dropped my bike, went inside, spoke to the instructor, and that was it.
So that was the Taekwondo school?
Yeah.
What school was it?
So at that point, I didn't have a name. As soon as we got more students, my instructor, his name is Esteban Lara. He's actually a customs agent now. He moved his school to Main Street. And it was called the Somerton Taekwondo Center.
Okay.
And in that school, man, it was amazing. We had great fighters in there. I learned the craft there, all the details of it, the movement, foot movement.
And did you learn other things besides Taekwondo?
Yeah. So he named it Somerton Taekwondo Center, but he loved all of the martial arts. So we learned everything.
So you learned everything.
Karate, boxing, kickboxing.
Wow.
Because Taekwondo is it's a lot of kicks.
Lots of kicks.
Okay.
Yeah. So my two boys did Taekwondo, and then they went to their first tournament, and they were really upset because, well, in points, if you're in a tournament and you're fighting against somebody that does karate, they get a lot of head points. And so, they can get a quick head point and they're like, well, what am I doing? And so, but you got to do kicks in Taekwondo. They don't teach you that. They don't teach you a lot of the punching or the, it's mostly kicks. So you were well-rounded then.
Yeah, it was a great school for that.
Cool.
And then us, the students, we took it upon ourselves to learn a little bit more on our own. He let us, he was pretty much free range in that school. After classes, we would just stay there for hours and just beat each other up.
So did you go to tournaments? Or
We did. We were all over Arizona, all over California, and Mexico. Yeah, we were just all over the place.
Did you win?
I won and I lost.
Yeah, sure.
So do you remember your first tournament?
The first tournament I went to was at El Centro. I did pretty well. I won my first 2 matches. Lost my second 2 matches. You never forget your first tournament. And but man, we had a great time and had some great food afterwards.
You were starving.
Yeah,
Are you a black belt?
I am. Yeah.
Whoa! So you have to register your hands?
I do. They are registered.
That's so crazy.
Let's see the certificate.
Yeah, we need proof.
So did you remember Mr. Cobb back then?
Yeah, Mr. Cobb. He ran the Yuma TKD Center. So our school was a sister school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we would go down there all the time, and they would come down to our school all the time also, and we would help each other out in tournaments and stuff like that, and it was great.
Yeah, so I did Taekwondo for about a year. That's it, when I was younger and under Mr. Cobb, and and then later on. I did when David Perez took it over. Are you familiar with David?
He is. He's still active right now.
Well, David, he's a cop now.
Yeah.
His son took it over.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his son does the Yuma martial arts. They actually meet over at the Yuma top team.
Oh, okay.
So I did that, and I didn't do Taekwondo again. I went in. He taught a kickboxing class, so I did kickboxing with him.
Yeah, David's a great guy, man. He runs a really good school also.
Yeah, no, that was great. That's the ones my sons went to.
Awesome.
With David. So what was it about fighting that you enjoyed, or getting in there? What was your favorite part?
So just the family aspect.
Okay.
Because you really grow together, because you're a white belt, you hang out with all the white belts, and you kind of go through the motions and through the hard times and learning together all the way up to black belt. So, you really get to know each other and, bond together. So that's the thing about fight sports.
Were your parents supportive? Did they like this, or were they like, no fighting?
Yeah, they were 100%.
Awesome.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, in Taekwondo, it's not really like fighting, though. It's a discipline. So usually parents like that, right?
Yeah.
They like the discipline, and it's very, they teach the respect, right? It's all about that. And you don't fight, you don't cause a fight. If you could walk away, you walk away, but you know that you got those deadly hands on you, right? And then
someone touches you.
Yeah, you could take them out. but you have that, what was it? Perseverance. There was
dedication. There's
another word for it, but
integrity, consistency.
Absolutely. And so beyond that, you said the family is what drew. But so do you remember when you became a black belt? Was that early on, or?
Well, it takes a few years, and so you have to, you have to prove yourself that you're up to that skill level, and you have a major test when you get to your black belt. And actually, Mr. Cobb was there for that day.
Oh, okay.
Since we were sister schools, he had to be there.
Yeah.
And after the entire thing was over, my instructor, Stefan Lara, he's the one who actually gave me my black belt.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you remember that day though? Were you pretty proud?
Yeah.
Dive deep into it.
And what was the test like? What do you have to do?
Because I know it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
So the testing is multiple. You have to do, there's a multitude of tests, right? So your first is you do your katas, your forms. Right? You have to demonstrate that all your techniques are pretty much almost perfect. Right? And then I had to do breaking, right? So you have to chop
break the wood?
Some wood, yeah. So and then punching and some kicks. I did those really well. That was actually my favorite part.
What's that?
Breaking.
Oh,
breaking the
nice.
boards?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now, was it one board, multiple
It
boards?
was multiple boards.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, and then after that, then you have to actually have 2 or 3 sparring sessions
Oh.
with students or instructors who are above you, right? So if you're going to be a black belt, then you have to spar with somebody who's a 2nd degree, 3rd degree black belt,
Mhm.
so they can see where you're at, right?
Mhm.
You're not
Got it.
trying to hurt each other too bad, but you have to show them that you are.
You understand it enough to
Mhm.
get in there and
Mhm.
not just do the forms, like you said. You got to have it practical in not the ring, but
Yeah.
on the mat.
Exactly. And while you're doing all that, all the school, all the parents, the people from the other school,
Mhm.
and you have about 10 judges.
Oh, wow. A
Yeah.
lot of people
So
watching.
everybody's looking at you, right? So, and I like that aspect of this
Mhm.
school because it was really, it was legit.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
They really wanted to make sure that you knew what you were doing.
Yeah. So becoming a black belt, but you weren't just satisfied there because you're in boxing now. So how'd that happen?
So I did Taekwondo, right? But I also did a little bit of Kempo. I did some Kung Fu, the local
Explain
church.
to everybody that doesn't know
what
what
is that?
Kempo is.
So Kempo it was Okinawan Kempo.
Mhm.
Originated in Okinawa, obviously,
Uh-huh.
and it's a little more, it's a little closer to boxing, right?
Mhm.
More hands.
Mhm.
And then Kung Fu was a school that the local Catholic church in Somerton was holding for free.
Mhm.
So there was about 200 students. It's just
Wow.
massive amount of students taking Kung Fu.
And what's the difference with Kung Fu? Are you familiar with what that major difference is?
There's a lot of styles of Kung Fu. This particular style was like a northern Chinese style,
Mhm.
Mhm.
which is a little more attuned to boxing again.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
that's kind of in the mix. That's always there.
Exactly.
Like there's a little bit with the boxing and did you enjoy that? The hands?
Yes,
Is that-
1000%.
Oh, we're
okay.
finally back to the hands.
Yeah. So the hands, that's what got you.
So then, all those schools, they also had their ups and downs. So
Mhm.
I gravitated towards boxing. A few of my coworkers at the place I used to work at, they were competitive boxers, and they invited me over one day.
How old are you at that point?
17, 18.
But okay, 17, 18. They invite you over.
Yeah, and that was it, man. I fell in love with boxing, and I still kept up with everything else, but
Mhm.
there's just something about boxing I just fell in love with.
Yeah.
So what school did you box in?
So I've had multiple coaches. There was a gentleman called Cesar Gonzalez.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, he passed away already.
Mhm.
Good coach. There's a coach down in Somerton. His name is Pancho Castañeda, Frank Castañeda. I think his son also runs a local boxing school too. Out of all the coaches I had, he's the one who taught me the most. He was a little bit older at the time. He was around the 60s maybe, but he was an amazing, amazing coach.
What makes a coach amazing? Like, I know you're a coach now, but you think back to, you mentioned Frank. What was it about him that was amazing?
So he taught me most, everything I know. And his focus was on building the strengths of the individual.
Mhm.
And whatever weakness it was that you had, he perfected it into a strength.
That's awesome.
So you almost felt like he catered his training
Mhm.
to the person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He really took his time, and that's kind of what I do right now. Every person's different.
Mhm.
So you have to make sure you train everybody mostly the same, for their cardio and
Mhm.
their physical fitness.
There's a lot of underlying things that are just standard.
Yeah.
This is what you're going to do, your base.
Baseline. Yes. And then from there, each person, you have to train them for what they're really going to be great at.
Are you
Mhm.
working with adults and kids?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm,
Do you have a preference?
And you know what? So everybody, some people want to fight.
Yeah.
Some people don't.
Yeah.
Some kids are they want to go and work out and have fun, hit the bags a little bit.
Mhm.
Some other kids want to, they really,
You want to get
really
in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to take each, whether they're adults or kids, and
Mhm.
work with them.
Awesome.
So I don't really have a preference.
Just like everybody.
I
You
enjoy
like
it.
everyone.
Yeah.
So is Frank still doing something, or you see it was older at that point?
Yeah, he stopped, but I think his son does.
His son took over.
His name is Frank Castellanos.
Oh, gotcha. So you said it was the fact that he was able to work on one-on-one and see the strengths and the weaknesses and knew what to focus on. That's what made him special.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, 1,000%.
So we're going to take a break right now. We're going to get into what makes you special as a coach, right? We're just going to do that. And we're going to talk more about your school and what you guys offer.
Awesome.
All right. We're going to do that after a quick break. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
What's Up Yuma is sponsored by Sunrise Cleaning, serving the Yuma area's residential and commercial cleaning needs. Sunrise exclusively uses eco-friendly cleaning products and provides specialty services such as solar panel cleaning and pressure washing. More information and appointment booking at sunrisecleaningaz.com.
We're expecting a warm and sunny day in Yuma with an afternoon high temperature of 82 degrees. Winds out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour, clear in the evening with a low around 61. As part of an initiative to help students rise to their full potential, Yuma County Area Transit is donating all fares collected on Wednesday, October 15th to PPEP Tech High School in San Luis and Somerton to fund backpacks, uniforms, and other needs. Details at kwc.org.
The Yuma Rotary Club will present the 67th annual Walt Kamen Sausage Fry starting at 4:30 on December 5th at the Yuma Civic Center. The event, which will include music and prizes, supports local scholarships administered by Yuma Rotary. Event details and tickets are available at yumarotary.org.
What's up, Yuma? We are back, and we are talking to Raul from Somerton Boxing Club, and now we're going to get into him as a coach. And I got here in my notes that you first started something called Powerhouse. Is that correct?
Correct. The one of the first boxing programs in Somerton was called Powerhouse Boxing Club. We came up with a name, me and a gentleman by the name of Louis Galavis. He was the Parks and Rec director at the time. He's now, I might get this wrong, the city administrator, city manager in Somerton.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So when the position opened back up here in Somerton, he gave me a call and asked me if I could run the program again.
Wow.
So that it's the same program, just a different name. Is that?
Yes. So Powerhouse Boxing Club was located right next to the Somerton water tower. The famous Somerton water tower. So when that building closed down, the reason it closed down, they remodeled the whole area, made it a nice park. It's really a nice area, and they moved the program over to the youth center, and that's where it changed its name.
So you started this program with him?
Yes.
So what was that like? How'd you guys get together, and what'd you start?
Honestly, I had gone to the boxing club before there to help a former trainer to assist him, and when I saw that it was open, the position for a trainer, I actually asked around to see who I can speak to about, training, running the program or becoming a coach there. And I spoke to Louis and, we went through the motions, got everything done, and we started the program. It was a great little program.
So what year was this?
Oh, man.
I don't know.
15 years ago, maybe.
Oh, my
About 15 years ago? Okay.
Yeah.
Was there a big response from the community?
There was, and it was a small building, and in that little building, I had maybe 40 kids in there. Yeah.
40 kids. You said not that big of a building, but these kids, they were hungry for something.
Yeah. In the middle of summer, swamp cooler, running outside.
Smelly.
Yeah. We had 3 bags and a floor ring. But man, they gave it all they got. They did really good, man. Those kids were amazing. Yeah.
So this is 15 years ago. Now, are some of those kids, did they go on and even become professional from that original Powerhouse?
A few kids had an amateur career. One of the kids that used to trainer, his name is Jose Angel Hernandez. He's actually still at the club now. We were practicing yesterday. He had a good little pro career. Did really well. Me and him actually traveled all over the place, and that kid was amazing. quick,
Very fast hands.
Yeah, fast. And he did amazing.
So now, did Powerhouse morph into Somerton boxing? How'd that work?
So after the position opened back up for trainer.
What do you mean by that when you say the position opened back up? Like, is it a business or is it ran by the city of Somerton? Or
So the city of Somerton, it's a program for the city of Somerton.
Okay,
Gotcha.
okay.
Yeah.
So the coach was, when I left Powerhouse the first time because of scheduling conflicts in my position at the time, I asked Coach Sanchez, local coach, to come help me out run the program until I can find time to run the program again.
So that's this when you stepped away.
Yeah.
You had to step away. How was that? Was that hard? Did you miss it?
Yes.
Miss the kids?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
it was a
I'm sure
great
they missed you
program.
too. Yeah.
And we started it, so it was pretty, So I got Sanchez. He ran the program until unfortunately he passed away last year. And he did a good job. He held it together really well. He had some good kids. And Louis Galaviz gave me a call again, and asked me if I can run the program again if I had the time. And 100%, yeah.
So that was just last year?
Yeah.
And so now it's Somerton Boxing Club.
Yes.
Awesome. And I like the logo.
Yes.
And so tell us what it's like.
So the boxing club is it's spread out from 4:30 to 9:30. So 4:30 to 5:30 are kids, 12 and under, pretty much. They're beginners.
How young is a typical kid that comes in and wants to box?
I have a little one. I think she's like 4.
Oh
4?
my gosh,
Oh, wow.
how
4 or
cute.
5, yeah.
Awesome.
And she goes to town, man.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
She's
cool.
ready.
She's not messing around. And then I think the oldest one in there is about 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so that class is just, they go in there, have fun, have a good time. Just punch the bags and do some exercises and stuff. My 5:30 to 6:30 class are my younger kids, but they're a little more serious. They want to focus on actual fighting. So, and then my 6:30 to 7:30 class are all my advanced kids. Those are all my fighting kids.
Okay. Are they usually older?
Yeah. They're
Like
older,
high school, maybe?
teenager.
Yeah.
Mostly teenagers.
Okay.
And man, it's an amazing class. Yeah, hopefully, maybe one day you guys can make it down there.
That'd
Check
be
it
cool.
out. It's great. And then for what I usually do from 7:30 to 8:30, I open the gym up. It's called Open Gym.
Yeah.
And that's where the kids. Remember I said baseline, and then you focus in on
Yes, sir.
sharpening skills. So from 7:30 to 8:30, that's where you sharpen.
Oh, okay.
You're already whipping Johnny in shape. He's like, yes, sir.
Yeah, I get it. I love it.
Me too.
Yeah, that's what we used to do again when I was at the Yuma Taekwondo with Dave. So you have kids that are advanced. So advanced, does that mean they're working on their amateur career and the plans to go pro, or some of them pro? Like, give us the mix.
So I have about 5 kids who actually do competitively fight.
Okay.
Under USA Boxing, and there's another league. It's another league called Point Boxing, which is boxing but on mats. It's almost kind of MMA style boxing. And then I have one pro who's happens to be my nephew. His name is Raul Pereda. Had his pro debut a couple months ago and did really well with a 2nd or 3rd round TKO. I can't remember.
Nice.
And so they all pretty much train together, and they help each other out, sharpening skills and just working together.
And you've got adults.
Yes.
Do they usually just come for open gym, or are they there really to fight also, or box?
So at 8:30, 8:30 I have adults.
Oh, okay.
8:30 to 9:30 is the adult class.
Okay, got it.
So after the 7:30 to 8:30 open gym, then I focus in on the adult class, and the adults come in there. Most of them don't want to fight; they just want to get in shape.
Get exercise, yeah.
They need to get healthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
They want to get a strong core. Whatever they need is what I work on with it.
So are you open every night, every day?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Oh, just 3 days. Okay.
Yeah, 3 days. The reason I do that is because I make sure that you're going to need a day of rest.
Yes.
So Monday comes around, you're going to work very hard.
You might die.
Yeah. You're going to work really hard. And on Tuesday, you're going to need to rest your body.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wednesday and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
important.
So I asked you off air. I was talking about I recently got reached out to by Bad Apple. I believe that's what Tyler
Apple
Balak.
Boxing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they reached out to me. They want me to call. They're putting on an event. They're going to have a fight, 25 bouts, and
Wow.
I had mentioned to you if you guys are going to take part in that. You said you're going to meet with them.
Yeah, I have to speak to him about that.
Mhm.
I'll have to get on a phone call or one-on-one with him. Usually the way the events go now is they do something called pre-matching. They call different gyms and, hey, do you want to
Did they call you yet, or
no, not yet.
no? They didn't call. Okay, so I wonder how they're doing it. So if they don't call, do you go out and call like, hey, I got these fighters that are ready, or you just kick back and wait till they come to you? How does that normally work?
You would call them, they call you, but I have another event on the 18th.
Oh, okay.
In Mexico. So it's okay. I mean, that's the way events go, you know.
Gotcha.
Sometimes if I hold an event and I get all the pre-matches done before I get to call everybody, you know, it's just
That's the way it is. So you have an event. Okay, tell us about your
Oh,
event.
yeah.
Well, it's not my personal event. There is an event that we'll be going to on the 18th in Mexico.
Okay.
Mhm.
And they have about 25, 30 bouts also.
And you have some
So-
fighters fighting in that?
Yeah, so I send in, what you do is you send in their height, their weight, their experience level, and then they try to match them up with somebody who's pretty much the same,
Mm-hmm.
same experience level. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you often collab, or do you ever collab with other boxing schools here? I know there's Yuma Boxing Academy. Do you guys ever do anything with them or spar or?
Mostly I try to call with the San Luis Boxing Club.
Okay.
They in Arizona.
Mhm.
They have an amazing program over there.
Mhm.
It's run by a gentleman named Prieto. He's a police officer. I think he's a detective now. I might be wrong.
Mhm.
Sorry, Prieto, if I got that wrong.
He'll yell at you later.
Is he bigger than you? Is that why he's like, oh, like, hey, you know.
Hey. Sorry about that,
man.
Relax.
Yeah, relax.
So he runs an amazing program over there. The city over there runs it.
Mhm.
So I do most of my work with them.
Oh, okay. So yeah, did you guys do that? And then you said they got a good school. Like how many people at that there?
They
Oh.
have a huge facility.
Mhm.
Pro style boxing ring. We have one of those rings also. They have all the bags, all the equipment. They have 3 or 4 assistant coaches there.
Wow.
And they run the program pretty much the way I run my program. So
Gotcha.
You guys are trying
So
to like
similar, and
get
then
pros.
yeah. And then Hispanic culture, boxing is huge.
Mhm.
Right, that's a big part. People want to be the next Cesar Chavez, and you know they want Julio Cesar Chavez. They want to get that. They want to get to that level, and you have a school that could offer that to them,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
I have a question. What's like the number one thing you see kids, adults, anyone do that stops them from success? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe are they not consistent enough? What do you instill in them?
So consistency is one for sure.
Yeah.
You have to work on your off time. So like during the weekends,
Mhm.
you have to run,
Yeah.
you know.
You still have to do something.
Yeah, just because it's Saturday and Sunday, you know, it doesn't mean you just
Couch
sit
and movie
around.
day. Yeah.
So you have
Sounds
to
like my
do-
teenager. I'm like, get up, go do something.
You have to do your 3 miles a day at least.
Okay.
That's the bare minimum.
Wow.
And if you're not doing that, maybe you're not serious to take
Yeah,
it to that next level.
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah. Just wondering, like maybe what you see a lot of people lack, you know, but I would think it's just maybe the consistency of sticking with it.
Yeah.
That drive. Awesome.
100%.
Okay.
And then a question, because I asked you off air who your favorite boxer was, and then you asked me, I believe,
Yeah.
and I went, and it's the same Roy Jones.
Roy Jones
Roy
Jr.
Oh,
Jones.
Yeah.
Best boxer. of all
Why?
time.
Why do you guys love him so much?
Go ahead.
Because I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy's his technique, his movement, his
Mhm.
power, his speed, his timing,
Timing
Like
was
perfect.
like, oh,
impeccable.
Wow.
yeah, it was great.
It's like quick. Yeah. I
There
wouldn't
was-
know.
There was nobody. If we were to transport that guy from that time to this modern
Oh, to
era,
now? Oh,
You'd
it'd be over
annihilate
with.
everybody.
Yeah, it'd walk through everybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we were talking. That's when boxing was. It was a little bit more fun because,
Mhm.
and then you even said Oscar De La Hoya. People weren't ducking people as much. They weren't too caring or caring about their record. They wanted to
Mhm.
put on good fights.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was great. And you'd mentioned that one of the things he would do, kind of put his hand behind the back or drop his hands and kind of do this thing that you said he got it from a rooster, huh?
So
What
So
the
he-
heck?
it's funny because the guy he loved kung fu also.
Okay.
So you know, kung fu has all those fighting styles. You know,
Mm.
crane and tiger and dragon style.
Mhm.
And he said, well, I'm going to imitate a rooster when I fight this guy. And that's exactly what he did. He put his hands behind his back, bobbed his head once or twice, and then knocked the guy out.
You would leave because you're not supposed to drop your
You
hands
don't
at
ever
boxing.
drop
They
your
tell you not
hands,
to
man.
drop your hands, but
Yeah.
this guy was so good and so confident.
Yeah.
He would do that and kind of leave it open, and then boom,
He probably tripped the other guy out. He's like, "What are you doing? Why are you keeping your hands?"
They eventually caught on, but
Yeah.
you know, that was the almost like the heyday. That was the second big revolution in boxing.
Yes, amazing.
Oh.
Yeah,
Second
so
golden age.
we got to run. So let everybody know how they can find out more information about Somerton Boxing.
So Somerton Boxing Club, like I said, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, starting at 4:30 with the kids and all the way until 9:30. You can get the info from my Facebook page or the Somerton City of Somerton Facebook page. Also,
nice.
they have it also. Yes.
And then
Where-
probably
where
on the
is it?
Somerton
Yeah.
website too, right? The city website.
Yeah. Do you want to give the address?
It's,
Do you know it?
No, not offhand.
Oh, dang. A lot of people don't
Yeah.
know the address.
Wife.
But wifey,
Wife's
or-
here. Yeah, she's been watching.
She can say it loud.
What
Here.
is it? 235 West Canal Street.
All
for
right.
the save. Thank you so
Wife
much.
saved the day.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought her.
Me too. She's
Yeah.
really cute.
Thank you. And with that, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with Cynthia talking about Back to Nature and their academy over there. You're listening to 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
What's Up Yuma is sponsored by Yuma and Imperial Valley Wealth Management, offering listeners a one-on-one, no-obligation consultation to review their current financial affairs and provide strategies for meeting future goals. More at yivwm.com. Investment advisory services offered through CWM LLC and SEC registered investment advisor.
For KEWC News, I'm Cisco Stargazer, Education Solutions reporter. Arizona Western College is kicking off Senior Days today. Yuma County area high schoolers have been invited to visit AWC over the coming few weeks to attend high school senior days. These events are exclusively designed for seniors to experience life on a college campus. They'll learn about majors and programs, take guided tours, participate in a scavenger hunt, and have lunch on campus. Each day starts at 9 a.m. and ends at 1:30 p.m. at the AWC Yuma campus. To attend, take note of the designated day for your high school. Today, AWC is hosting San Luis High School, and tomorrow they'll be hosting Cibola, Kofa, and Harvest Prep seniors. Next week, AWC is hosting Gila Ridge High School on Tuesday, October 21st, and Yuma High School on Wednesday, October 22nd. Antelope Union High School seniors can come on Wednesday, October 29th. And then in November, seniors from San Pasqual Valley High School in Winter Haven will come on the 12th. For KAWC News, I'm Cisco Stargazer.
The Arizona Western College Theater Department will present Eurydice by playwright Sarah Rohl at the AWC Theater at 7:30 on October 30th, 31st, and November 1st, and at 2 o'clock on November 2nd. The play is a retelling of the myth of Orpheus from the perspective of his wife Eurydice. Tickets will be available at the event.
This is folk singer Michael Jonathan. Join us on Wood Songs this week as we celebrate the music of America's front porch. He's a cellist, he's a songwriter, he's a composer and an activist. Ben Soley from Kentucky, plus master guitarist from Australia.
I'm Chris Wheeler, owner of Prison Hill Brewing Company. I support KAWC because I think KAWC brings a service to the community that you don't get on commercial radio. You have news, you have entertainment, you have things like Science Friday. It's a perspective that is not available on a commercial platform, and it's oriented towards the community, for the community, and from within the community. Prison Hill underwrites KAWC and community radio because of what it brings to Yuma. It is the local perspective told by residents and from the view of people in the community. I don't think you get that anywhere else. Supporting KAWC really does bring a service that is not available elsewhere. It's a worthy endeavor, and I think that will just feed back and make Yuma a better place. I'm Chris Wheeler, and I support KAWC.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up, Yuma Radio. We are here now, joined by Cynthia Bueno. I asked, and it is Bueno, like good.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a
right?
cool
So,
last
yeah,
name.
I know, right?
Literally one of a kind.
How did
Yeah.
you get it? Are you married?
No.
Is your maiden?
It's my maiden body.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yes. I don't know if I'm going to change it, though, to be honest.
Even if you
You gotta
get married,
keep it.
yeah, you should keep that.
I mean, let's
Like
be real.
like celebrities do, right?
Yeah.
Like,
just go by Cynthia.
and you're back to, let me get this right.
Back to Nature
Learning
Learning
Center.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And before we get into all that, we like to get to know our guests. So are you from here in Yuma, or what's your?
Yes.
Oh, you
Born
are
and raised.
born and raised.
Wow.
Okay, that's
Yes.
very
We
Bueno.
always like to know all the areas.
Yeah.
Where are you from? Like what area?
What hood?
schools?
What barrio?
Yeah.
See, I grew up in Okie
Which
Town,
is
so.
so funny. Somerton, literally.
Oh, you're
Like,
from Somerton too?
Really?
Oh, Soma. They got two people from Soma.
Wow.
So I know. That's what I was like. Did you guys do that coincidence?
No, we had no
That's
clue.
cool.
Yeah.
So did you get jumped into Soma? I'm just kidding. No, that's not, we don't have to go there. But so you grew up in Somerton.
Yes, I did. I grew up
Okay.
in Somerton, went to Cibola High School, and just my whole family, most of everybody lives in Somerton. My grandparents, my brother, my aunts and uncles, everybody lives in Somerton. I still live in Somerton, but I'm kind of more out to the counties, but still in the same area.
You're in the farm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We moved over to Foothills with my mom, and I was like, yeah, no, let's go back to the
Yeah,
farm.
not for you.
So
Yeah.
it's Somerton. And you were mentioning not that. I'm going to bring up something else.
Yeah.
So no, Ronnie was picking stuff out of your hair a little bit ago. I'm going
Yes, I was not going to have our
She-
guests go on air with grass in
No,
their hair.
okay, but because you live on a farm,
Yeah.
Yes.
so was that growing up? Did you live on a farm, or was your family in agriculture at all, or what's-
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily, okay.
You know, my grandparents were in agriculture when they crossed over and stuff like
Okay.
that. But we would always go to my grandparents and, San Luis, Mexico, and all of that stuff. But I grew up in the Mesa, which is like the county life.
Uh-huh.
So like
Yeah.
bugs. And
So the county
cattle.
life, okay. So
The
you were there.
county,
You were in that county
yeah.
life. Okay,
Wide
cool.
open
Yeah.
spaces, fields.
Yes, and I rented a house in Somerton City, and I loved it. But my dream was always to be in the county.
Ah,
And
I,
okay.
I like this
counties.
space.
We got chickens, we got goats, we got
Oh.
peacocks running around.
what?
Yeah.
Peacocks?
Yeah, and we flood the property, which
Yeah.
is really awesome. My kids love it, and
Mhm.
the kids that come and visit us for the school too, they love it.
And that's
'Cause
what you mentioned, that you had to do that before you got here on the show.
They
Like,
never tell us a day ahead. They tell us like an hour before, like, "Hey, you're gonna water today." I'm like, "Okay,
Oh,
let's go
great.
get
and that's
this."
like, is that from like the water association
Yeah,
or the
so
water?
the canal. Yeah,
Wow.
the
Yeah.
canal. They open up the main canal and we go over and we take turns. The property's there and we
Okay.
water and the whole property floods. I'm talking about
Yeah, no, I
every
know. I've seen.
corner
Yeah,
of the
no, I've
property
seen it. It's really
floods.
cool.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like your own little like river. It's
Wow.
really awesome.
Yeah, but they told you like right before you're about to be on air.
Right before, and I was like, "All right, let's do this." Literally climbing behind palm trees and
Oh,
like
wow.
going through like, yeah.
But that's a normal day for you.
It's a normal day. Yeah, it's no big deal. And I was like, "Hey, I'm dressed. Let's go. Let's do this." If I smell like chicken and farm, hey,
You're all good. We don't
Yeah,
care.
no,
We're
it doesn't matter. My mom has had a farm. It's not as
Mhm.
big anymore in
Yeah.
Payson, but yeah, chickens, goats,
Wow.
ducks,
That's awesome. Really
turkeys,
cool.
all kinds of fun. And yeah,
It's
when she shows up, my mom shows up, it's like it looks like she was on a farm.
It's an
but-
interesting life for the kids. Like it's really awesome. Like
Yeah.
my kids with the animals, it's really awesome.
And you're
then when-
teaching them so much responsibility.
Oh yeah,
though.
definitely.
And
And then when
fun.
the kids from Back to Nature, when they come and visit, like they're like animal whisperers. Like they grab the chickens
Mhm.
and they're just like carrying.
Talking.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is amazing. Like this is really cool.
So did you growing up? Did your family have chickens? And you said out in the county, that's where you could have them, but
Yeah, well, we had them, but we kind of more towards like Mexico is kind of where we kind of grew up in that little life with my grandma.
Mhm.
So she had like the animals, the goats, we'd have the cheese and the milk and all of
Wow.
that
so
stuff.
you did grow up around that.
around that, yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't there like on a day-to-day basis,
Yeah.
but like on the
But you were
weekends.
familiar with it.
Exactly.
And
Yeah, definitely. So it wasn't something, it was just it's really nice. I don't know, just animals is really cool.
No,
you know?
I love animals. I don't have any farm life experience. I'm
Yeah.
super jealous.
Mhm.
Like I've always wanted land. I told my
Yeah.
husband, let's just get land. He's like, you wouldn't know the first thing to do. I'm like, I would learn though.
we had chickens in Somerton,
Yeah.
there was
There's
roosters.
chickens in my neighborhood on Avenue D.
Yeah, like you're not supposed to have roosters supposedly in the city limits, but let me tell you, I
Oh,
heard
yeah.
a few
Oh, yeah.
roosters.
They lied.
Let's be real.
No, yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, there's quite a bit of roosters in
Yeah.
the city. Yeah, you're not supposed to because they're loud and
Yes.
they wake me
Yeah.
up in Okie Town. I hear them every morning. So
Like,
it's
good
like they're
morning
there.
to you. So you went to Cibola, but when you graduated, did you know you wanted to do education?
Yes, I've been in early child education since my first job. Literally, I was
Wow.
at a daycare working, and
Okay.
I just loved it. I loved working with little kids, and my
Aw.
my dream was to be a teacher. And I really like emphasize that to just kind of make a difference in a different way.
Yeah.
But I did my studio teaching in a classroom, and then I had a kid that was like, you know, what are you going to do? My mom's not going to do nothing. So, and I was just like, oh my God.
Like talking back to you.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, this is different. But working in a school, I just kind of realized, you know, the teachers it's a lot of work. You know, my kids were there like literally from the morning to before school started till after school was over. We were there all day and I loved it. It was awesome. But personal experiences took me to a different route of social work. So it just kind of emphasized from there going into social work, and did play therapy with kids, and literally about like 80-90% of my caseload was on medication. And it was kind of like, hey, like what's going on? Like what's happening? You know what I mean? Which was, I mean, okay, because it was part of mental health, but it was kind of like, what's going on? Why are most of my kids on medication? Are there any other alternatives? And I've always been like,
so you started to dive into the alternatives, huh?
Yeah, well, I've always been kind of more like a hippie, as my family would say, but it was just kind of like, I don't know, I'm not into medication or none of that stuff. So it was just kind of like, hey, like what's going on? You know, is there other things?
Maybe other natural ways.
Yeah, and I did my own research a little bit there. So
dive into, you could talk about it. Dive into your research.
I did my own research there, just more because of my second son. So they were telling me like he needed to stay still in class. And I was kind of like, he's a boy, dude. Like he's not going to be able to sit still. Like this is crazy. And I was like, I could manage him at home. Okay. Why can't you manage him in the classroom? But again, it's a classroom and there's
other kids. The teachers' attention's all over the place.
Exactly. Right. So I know that it's hard for families and stuff like that. And I definitely give it to teachers and just in general, because me as a social worker, I'd go into classrooms and like observe kids and I'd be like, oh my God, like I'm so sorry. Like I didn't realize it was this intense. Sure. But we did have a lot of families, you know, just a quick fix medication, which I understand. I get that, you know, that's just, you know, sometimes the last thing that they can do. But I did have families that were like, no, like, let's do, you know, food elimination. Let's try different things. And they did, and they tried it and it worked. So it was kind of like, okay, this is something. Yeah. I've seen it firsthand with my own son, and then seen it firsthand with other families. So
what did you do with your own son? Like
we just changed our diet more than anything.
How did you change it?
We just got rid of a lot of, I guess, like processed foods more than anything.
Like sugar?
Not necessarily sugar, just more like packaged meals. Like instead of like a lasagna from, you know, the freezer aisle, you make my own lasagna. I love it. Yep. Yeah. So French fries from the bag, making, you know, cutting up your own French fries.
We do the same.
So like little things like that just kind of changed. And like, it's crazy because I lost a lot of weight. My son lost a lot of weight. And then my son, you know, who's kind of on the spectrum, kind of like his whole demeanor changed. And I was like, he's communicating, he has eye contact. Yes. Like I was just like, he's smiling. I was like, what is this? Like I didn't expect for all of that to happen, you know?
What a change.
It was really
and from
awesome.
Food.
Just from food.
My mind's blown.
Yeah.
But not really, you know, like it's like blown, but it's like, but we've been saying this a long time about processed foods.
Yeah. So being in the social work field, I was kind of like asking questions because, you know, we have an intake with the families. We ask all kinds of personal questions. And it was kind of like, the kids are stuck on screens now and they're eating lots of packaged meals, and I get it. Moms are working and it's hard to, you know, make homemade meals, but in the long run, it's kind of like, damn, is it really worth it? You know what I mean? To be honest, like, is it really worth it? You know, just one day of a weekend, you can set up all kinds of meals, even if it's just oven meals,
meal
you know,
prep.
But yeah,
That's
exactly.
right.
Meal prep. So little things here and there that kind of helped us.
So really at this time, you're a social worker while you're doing this, and you're doing the research, and you're kind of trying, like you said, with your own family, you're doing that, and then you start to put together something, and you're like, I'm onto something.
Well, just kind of like the whole aspect, like kids are indoors now. They're indoors. They're on screens all the time. So like, what's going on? There's a disconnection. Kids, when I would take kids to the park, like they didn't know what to do at the park. Like I was like, horrible. This is crazy. Yeah. Like they don't know how to play at the park. They don't know how to play outside. It's instant gratification, obviously, with the screens and like the, you know, the video games and all of that stuff. So obviously we understand that part, but it was kind of like, hey, like they need to like go outside and like get vitamin D with the sun. You know, it's free, it's amazing, it's beneficial. Like it's literally life.
It's an antidepressant.
Yes,
sun is good for you.
Yeah. So even in mental health, like going outside wasn't prescribed. I'm like, but why not?
That should be a prescription.
It should be a prescription. So just little things like that just kind of took me elsewhere, and just realizing again, like the medication and stuff like that. So
Well,
kind of
how long
my
did
own
you do
thing.
social work?
Oh my God, I did it for like about 10 years.
Wow.
Wow, 10 years.
And so
10
then
years.
was that your last real job per se?
Yes.
Like working for somebody besides yourself?
Yes, it was a
Wow.
little, obviously being in social work, you hear lots of stories
Sure.
and it's a little traumatic, to be honest.
Yeah.
We kind of got desensitized a lot and I
Wow.
realized just kind of stories would be like, that's it? Like, really? And I'd be like,
But
that's
to like
not-
someone like me, I'd be like, oh my gosh.
yeah, like it's
Yeah.
the end of the world. And to me, it'd be like, that's nothing, dude.
Wow.
Like, you are amazing. Like, your kids are amazing. But
Yeah.
again, to each family, it's different. Every
Sure.
experience is different. And
Mhm.
just kind of started to little light bulbs here and there. And I was like, hey, like, I was doing already like yoga. I was into yoga, doing
Mhm.
yoga classes, doing kids yoga,
Oh.
doing homeschool groups.
Mhm.
And, just a dream of me having an outside classroom, like
Yeah.
just having a classroom, still in the education,
Uh-huh.
still my dream of being
Yep.
a teacher, but
Mhm.
in a different concept.
These
a
things are
different
starting
aspect.
to take shape a little bit.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was really awesome. When we found the property, we just barely moved there 2 years ago, and it took us about a year to clean out the property.
Whoa.
Though, like it
Oh,
was
wow.
so overgrown. Like it was, my daughter would walk and I would not see her. It was that crazy.
Yeah, wow. Well,
She's lost. She's
we
lost. But
lost
you know
her
what?
again.
It was crazy because I feel like I manifested it because I literally,
Yes.
it was me and my friend. We were talking about a property. We're like, we want trees, lots of trees, like abundance of trees.
Mhm. Yeah.
We found a property with like a gazillion trees. We got pine trees on our property.
Wow.
Like, we got
Very-
pine cones, which is so cool. The kids
Wow.
get to experience that. But it was a year. It was a year of just cleaning, of just
Mhm.
landscaping, freaking 40-ton, gallon, those
Mhm.
trash can things, like
Yeah.
4 or 5 of them of like just debris. And
So was it like, how did you find the property?
a friend of mine.
Okay.
A friend of mine, he had the CBD farm before that.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, so I'm on a CBD farm.
Gotcha.
An ex-CBD.
Yeah, and then our fencing is all like graffiti, which is really cool because I love it. My
Yeah,
husband likes
it's
it,
art.
so it's art. But it's
Mhm.
there's marijuana plants on it, and there's a chameleon smoking, but it's a vibe.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
Like we don't teach that, but it's pretty.
It's a vibe.
Oh, so it
Um,
was the pink chameleon.
Yes,
The pink
yes,
chameleon
the
farm.
Pink chameleon farm.
Oh,
yeah.
So now
okay.
that's where you were.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
very
it
cool.
was really
Yeah, once you said
awesome.
the smoking chameleon, I was like, oh, that makes
Oh,
sense.
Johnny
Pink
knows what
chameleon.
that is. He's like, oh, been there.
Well, no,
who that is.
not because I do take CBD, but yeah, that's what's his
The
name? Tim.
owners were amazing. Tim, yes.
Yeah.
The owners were amazing. And we did
Uh-huh.
it on the side just for sale by owner.
Oh, nice.
So it was really cool. And he's been such a good, he's been amazing.
So you're
the
just
whole
like
time.
renting it?
I
out?
still text him like, hey, dude, like I need to find this. Where's this
Yeah.
at?
Like I got you. It's right
Yeah.
here.
My daughter is still missing. Where can we find her?
Yeah,
I need a lawnmower.
Yeah, it's-
So he's awesome. But yeah, the property has just been amazing. And just to see the kids like literally not wanting to leave.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it's awesome for me, but also for the
Sure.
families. It's like, we got to take them out crying, but
Yeah. So before we get into that, we're going to do that in the next segment.
Yeah.
But real
Mhm.
quick, what was it like the last day as a social worker? Was it like, I'm going to go do this and live my dream? Is that why you left? Or is it because you got desensitized and you were like, I can't do this anymore?
I got pregnant.
Oh,
I
okay.
got pregnant and had a difficult pregnancy and just kind of got into that maternity leave and stuff like that. And just kind of my older boys, because I have older boys. It's funny because I literally have like a 15-year gap of my kids or more, 20. Yeah, about 15 years. So when I got pregnant again, it was just kind of like I worked with my kids when they were little. Like I took them to daycare with me. I literally
Mhm.
followed them all the way up until middle school.
Wow.
Like I was that parent. Like I went into like,
Mhm.
the elementary education and I
Yeah.
went into middle school. I did all of that with them.
Mhm.
So this part around, I was kind of like, okay, so like, am I going to go work at a daycare
Yeah.
or like, what am I going to do? Like, what is my process here? And I was like, hey, like I've always had this dream,
Mhm.
so
That's how it came.
It just kind of came about. I was
Yep.
like, I want to build a space for my child.
I love it.
And then building a space for my child builds a space for the community.
That's right.
Gotcha.
So we were looking for a space in the community in Yuma for about a year before we moved into there. And it was kind of like,
Mhm.
there's no trees. There's just bushes
Yeah.
and
Yeah, none of
asphalt
the
and
trees.
pavement. And
Yeah.
I was like, no, like I want trees. I was just very like adamant that I wanted trees. But again, like manifestation of that, like we got a property with like it's
Trees.
crazy.
with the trees.
pine
And
trees.
many trees.
we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back and we're going to find out where that location's at
Yeah.
with all the trees. Because I like to, I was hugging a tree yesterday. So I'm dead serious. Like you could do it. That's the whole thing. Hug a
It
tree, go
literally-
barefoot. Hey, I'm a hippie as well. So with that, we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
The KAWC Student Newsroom is funded by the Local News Initiative at the Community Foundation for Southern Arizona, the Scripps Howard Fund, and by generous local support. Thank you for supporting the next generation of public media. Learn more about the project and hear stories from emerging journalists at kawc.org/student newsroom.
K-pop fans, what's behind the girl crush movement in K-pop? Does gender equality exist in South Korea? Are girl crush songs for real or just fun songs with a good dance beat? Join me this week for the Girl Crush Show on K-pop for Border to hear what girl groups like Blackpink, aespa, ITZY, and LE SSERAFIM have to say about self-confidence and self-love. K-pop for Border airs on Wednesday at 7 p.m. on KOFA Radio.
The Yuma County Library District provides activities and resources at its branches for people of all ages. Events include story time, citizenship classes, bilingual programs, crafts, author talks, and more. For more information about the activities and calendar of events, plus other in-person and online resources, visit yumalibrary.org.
What's up, Yuma? We are back, and we are talking about back to nature. It's school, or what exactly is it? It's a learning center. Like how does that work, and with the education aspect of it?
So it's a learning center. So we serve children of all ages. So we have a homeschool group that's on Mondays and Tuesdays from 1 to 4, and that one is 6 and up. So that's just basically for homeschool families.
Got it.
We do have like free family nights on like 5 to 7 on Fridays, and that kind of helps for like other families to experience and be a part of our community as well. And then we have like a family connections group in the morning, and the family connections group is more just parents come, bring their kids and enjoy the time, sip coffee, read a book or work or just play with the kids. So there's a little bit of opportunities for everybody, and we always have like just pop-up classes that are coming up or just kind of events. We have community people that are come and reserve the space as well for like birthday parties or just other things, just kind of like, again, an experience for everybody to just kind of be in the farm life and experience the beautiful scenery and just everything.
Yeah. Okay. So the do people teach stuff like classes or
so it's more like unstructured. So the biggest thing with our biggest focus is for kids to come and actually play.
Okay.
So they're
gotcha. Okay.
yeah.
No,
So
like work.
No.
Yeah,
There's no
exactly.
like worksheets. There's no like curriculum.
Gotcha,
We do
okay.
like a seasonal thing where like we're going to do apples or pumpkins and things like that.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's
So they could maybe carve a pumpkin or something.
Yeah, little things like that. But more than anything, it's for the kids to just play and like create and imagine and like have no limits and no boundaries, just be able to be themselves.
So you have animals?
Yeah, we have the chickens, we have the goats, and we have wild peacocks. They're not officially mine, but I feed them and I give them food.
They just show up. Yeah.
They just show up. They just show up, and we've had babies like actually born on our property, which is so cool because the kids get to experience
Exactly.
that. So then that's a learning aspect there.
Sure.
So like again, we go by the season. So like once they see like the peacock feathers, they fall every year. I didn't know that. Like that's something that I learned with the kids.
You just taught me something.
Yeah. So we didn't know. So little things like that we just kind of utilize. We find, bird eggs. We found owl eggs a while back ago. We had owl chicks. So just
Very
little
cool.
experiences for the kids to be able to learn and just be part of nature and climb trees and be barefoot and get muddy, like I always say my little motto or my little saying is I'm making bath time worth it for families. Like literally your kids are going to leave like
Very
muddy
dirty.
and sandy.
Yeah.
And
So you take your daughter with you?
Yeah.
Every day?
On the days that we can. So usually for our homeschool groups, I try to keep her because obviously that's kind of like for the older kids. We do invite like younger siblings to come in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because obviously we know families, we want to bring the family together. So, but yeah, my littles are mostly apart. Like the whole summer we had a Sun Chasers nature class on Wednesdays and Fridays, and that was really awesome.
So what is that?
It was a Sun Chasers nature class. So for the summer, and I was a little bit nervous because it was our first summer. You're talking about Yuma summer.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
And outside.
outside, but you know what? The families were there with us, and I'm outside. My kids love being outside.
So what'd you do at this thing though?
Yeah,
Like,
basically water play. So we had pools, we had water balloons.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
In Yuma, yeah.
So the kids were like playing in water and they didn't care.
Mhm.
I have an indoor space with AC and water and stuff like that for the families, but it was crazy because I would have families that would come and be like, it's not as hot here. Like, why is it not hot? And I'm
the
like,
trees, huh?
the trees, the grass, but we also flood irrigate. So it keeps the moist ground, like just moist.
Cool.
So I would always have families like, dude, like at my house, it was like hot. And I came here and it's really nice. I'm like, I don't know. We are like in our own little bubble.
Yeah, you got your own little world over there.
Atmosphere over there.
No, yeah, because it's green. Like our whole property is grass and we have an abundance of trees, which is really awesome. But it's just being able to offer that to families, because I know a lot of families also told us like, hey, like I don't have a backyard, or if I do, I have like lots of goat heads.
Okay.
Or, you know, like my kids can't just run around outside. Like we don't have the space. I'm in an apartment or things like that. And it's kind of like, so it's different from a park. Like the kids we do a mud kitchen.
Yeah.
So what do you do in a mud kitchen? Like you're doing mud pies and you're doing mud cakes and you're just doing all kinds of creations. We put leaves, we put acorns, we put rose petals and sticks and rocks.
Wow.
So the kids are creating things, you know, there's no set
guidelines,
expectation of them. It's just for them to play. And I do have some families, like we do have like a snack and like a tea time at the end of class. And I do have some moms like, hey, like my kid doesn't want to come. Like, dude, like whatever they're doing is just as important than for them to come and, you know, have a community little gathering with them. If they're playing by themselves and they're doing something, that's important.
Just let them.
Yeah.
Don't bug them.
Don't let them. Like we're not forcing anybody to participate in anything. It's just for them to be able to experience being outside and being off the screens.
Yes, I am a big off the screen person. I can't stand the screens. So are you doing this by yourself or do you have a partner?
I have a partner, yes. Kimberly Grants. She's the one that helps me. She helps to teach some of the classes as well. So we're kind of doing this together. So it's been really awesome experience. Just her experience and just her love for kids and just everything that she has to offer.
Have you felt
really
like this
awesome.
has flowed? Has there been challenges? Like where you've kind of had some obstacles, or do you feel like it's all kind of fallen together for you?
Other than the obstacle of like last minute flooding, but it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to
when they want you to flood the,
okay. So I'll just text the parents and be like, hey, we're going to flood. So just make sure you guys have shoes for that.
Okay.
And if you guys want to stay, you guys can, but you guys don't have to.
Got it.
But that'd be the only like last minute be like, oh my God, it's flooding. Like what's happening? But
so what are the ages?
We do all ages.
All ages. Like,
yeah. So our morning class is all ages. So like we have like my cousin comes over with her little baby. He was literally like about 4 weeks old, you know? So like he came with his little brother as well. So that was really awesome. Our oldest little girl right now is 13. But we don't limit because like, again, like the families come, they bring cousins, they bring, you know, aunts or uncles, grandma, grandpa and stuff like that. So it's just an experience for them to come and just allow the kids to just play and just be them with no structure, no timing of anything other than obviously they got to go home at some point, right?
But and they don't want to.
And they don't want to. No, I've had lots of comments about kids like, I want to stay here. I want to live here and I want to be here. And I'm just kind of like, it's awesome. And it's really heartwarming. But you know, everybody got to go home at some point.
You got to go to bed.
But yet nature is healing. It's definitely healing. So I was serious about yesterday when I went for my walk. I walk in flip-flops. I don't run like all these crazy people. I walk in flip-flops and at the end of it, I take them off and I go into the grass and I touch a tree. Like I literally do that to part of the healing. So you could, if you're an adult, it's hard for you to realize those things, right? But kids naturally gravitate towards it. They know, and they have an inner knowing that they feel better out here. For adult, it really takes a conscious thought to go out and do that and have that practice.
Yeah. And just in general, like kids being barefoot, like it just does so much to them, just the connection on earth, the grounding, the detoxification that it does, just everything, you know, with their feet. They're just, it's just amazing. It's really awesome. And thankfully our space is, you know, barefoot friendly, you know.
So where are you?
We're in the counties. We're in the county 16610 South Avenue A in Somerton. We're between County 16 and about County 17 on Avenue A.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do people get a hold of you?
They can check our website at Back to Nature Learning Center. We're on Instagram as well as Back to Nature LC and Facebook. But most of our families, they either do like monthly memberships, yearly memberships, or they can just drop in on the daily basis whenever they want to. So it's really flexible for families. And like I said, we offer other events and other opportunities for the families to book spaces if they want to do like a private stuff, because again, it's an experience, you know. you don't really find a space where it's like, oh my God, it's like really green here. Thankfully,
here in Yuma, where everything's burned.
Everything's burned and there's only sand. So it's really awesome.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah,
I have
really
the
cool.
4-year-old, 7-year-old, and 15-year-old. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make him go out, go play. Play those pine cones.
Yes, the first Friday of the month we do like a little wild and free family night for the community where it's free. People can just come in. And then in November we're doing a children's business fair. So excited.
Cool. Come back, tell us about it.
And you said Emma's been there, so Emma's walking now. So Emma's walking. So
she was crawling at that point.
She was crawling then, but I have to bring her in so she can go walk around and have a good time.
That's right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for being with us.
Guys.
Yeah, check that out.
Great.
And with that, What's Up Yuma Radio is a production of KAWC, Colorado River Public Media. We broadcast from the studios in the Matador Activity Center at Arizona Western College in Yuma. We want to thank our engineer, Talon Gonzalez, along with Anthony Arnales, Juan Garcia, Dave Reek, and Cecilia.
And you can find out more about KAWC at kawc.org, on Facebook at KAWC Radio, and on the KAWC app. And stay tuned following our program for KOFA Midday Music.
And on tomorrow's program, we're going to have Jessica McCormick. She's going to be talking about the pumpkin patch that they have every year at Champion, as well as Wendy McKay from Bridget's Gift.
And you can listen to the podcast version of our program at kawc.org/podcast/What's Up Yuma Radio, and email us at whatsupyumaradio@gmail.com.
And earlier today, I told my boss, I was like, we need to do the show outside. It's so beautiful outside right now.
Gorgeous.
It's a perfect time
Maybe
to get
tomorrow.
outside.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, tomorrow, Anthony, we're moving this outside.
What's Up Yuma with Johnny Porter is sponsored by Yuma and Imperial Valley Wealth Management, offering solutions for those who value financial planning. YIVWM.com.
Thanks for listening to KOFA Yuma, whether it is on the radio at 94.7 FM or 1320 AM, or on your smartphone with the KOFA app, or on your computer at kawc.org. We are glad you have chosen us.
The Arizona Western College String Ensemble will present a student chamber music concert at St. Paul's Episcopal Church on 16th Street at 5 p.m. on October 30th. The group will feature works that celebrate the versatility of strings, traversing the familiar and the unexpected. More information is available under events at azwestern.edu.